Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We just took a short break. The long easy is just finishing its aerobatic routine, and we're here at Oshkosh 2023. Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, for his last and final pass from the right. Let's give it up one final time for Kyle Fowler in the Long Easy. Go Easy Aerobatics. Check him out online, and remember to use the hashtag #TheBackwardsPlay.
Yeah, and that's all one word, no spaces. The backwards plane. Hashtag the backwards plane. Luke, man, that was some kind of excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, one more huge round of applause for Kyle Fowler as he exits stage left. And now, Steve Booth, we are ready.
We have the bush cat.
Exactly. This time, in a highway. I'd like to
Beautiful aircraft.
specializing in comfortable pilot highway design protocols. They have flexible temples and sit and slide on any type of headset or helmet, and they go on and off. It's almost as much fun as Bill Stein's color Pacific.
It is. Well, often, especially for us, Steve, when we've got the headsets on and it can be bright up here and we're burning our retinas looking at blue sky, it's nice to have some sunglasses that can go on and off, and our thanks to Flying Eyes for their support of us this week.
Exactly. They are at booth 422. Hopefully they are still over there, and be looking for them as well.
And also a big thank you to Daher and Pratt & Whitney for presenting a daily air show sponsor. They've been supporting us all week as part of our daily show, and we thank them very, very much indeed.
There you have superior cylinders. This looks like I don't know, it's a biplane.
He's going to show you some of the 2023 Super. Great. How you doing today? I think you got him mid-roll.
Yeah, you probably got to Brian for Vince to doing something decent. This is working upside down.
Super Decathlon.
How are things up there?
And this is on sale. It's a replica. I don't know if it's a one-off, but it looks like a one-off replica.
That sounds good. It still has that new airplane smell, right?
Oh yeah. All right, coming around. I'm gonna talk about some of the things that we're doing, and let you talk about some things in between, and we'll just have a great old time. I'm gonna drive my way back here to the show center, and we're gonna start out with an avalanche.
The detail.
Sounds good to us.
Okay. Here we go. Coming inbound for an avalanche.
Looks like retractable landing gear.
We've got a couple of rolls high and up. Helping the speed and lodge carefully as he goes through ship set. Pulling up a little more. Yeah, you do make it look easy, Greg.
It's a super decathlon. I don't know if he has put the price yet on this aircraft. That's the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association hangar booth. A lot of the aircraft are gone. Here we have the mall. I think it's a French aircraft. Straight ahead over there we have a Delta Wing aircraft. Short takeoff and landing capabilities. Push wheels. There we have Sonics. This is the YX. The YX has the V-tail. They actually had one here that was fitted with the jet engine, the JSX, but I think they left with it already. The Sun X1, and this is kit-built aircraft. The spirit of solo flight. Looks very sleek. And over here, before we go get distracted, let's check out Vans. I believe Vans is the biggest aircraft company by numbers. Kit build, they have the fast kit, and then you have the regular kit where you actually do a lot more of the work. Then the quick build kits, most of the parts are already cut, bent to shape, and all what you do, you put them together with clear holes, make sure everything matches, then you rivet them together, and that way you end up with your aircraft. This is an RV-7. The additional thing about the RVs is when you build one, since you are the person who built it, every year you do the condition inspection, which is the equivalent of an annual for a regular aircraft, and you can do that yourself and sign off on it. This is like an RV-14, and with time you notice how the width of the cabin grew, so it gets more comfortable inside. Most of the aircraft from the 70s and 60s, they are very narrow, so with the average American today or human being today, they're kind of a tight fit. So this one just looks like it got finished. I don't know if this is an RV-15 tail dragger. So this is a test bed. You can see all of those are filmed, and then they can from there they can study in real time and in real life how the airflow over the airframe looks like. Six inches of vertical travel. So this is still a prototype. And you guys can see here where it's rigged in case they have to jettison the door, maybe in flight, a fire or whatever. You see the handle in there, they'll pull on that, it pops off these pins, and then you can jump outside. That way you don't have to fumble with the door lock or whatever.
I know all these guys in Oshkosh pretty well.
Yeah, so that's when people ask us how much it costs, that's when these things come in. Like, we don't know. We didn't design it for sale. We designed it for to go get aerodynamic data and
Yeah.
engineering.
Well, there's the guy that built Bushwhacker. He made his own. He made his own like
So
that.
here you see they have all the characteristics printed out.
They look
For example, the fuel tank would take 30 gallons,
He built.
and then you have the flap track moving inboard. I believe that should be for the flaps.
It's up to you. You can do anything once. It's just fair.
You can do anything you want, but there's consequences.
And the interior looks great. It looks like, if you guys notice, they reduce the number of buttons and complications that you have. So here you have the autopilot, avionics. These are just master switches. You turn them off when you're not flying the plane, and then when you start the engine and the alternator is putting out power, that's when you turn on the autopilot, turn on the avionics. That way you don't stress out the battery. Aircraft typically are not used daily, so they sit for weeks, at times months without starting. So you always want to avoid running down the battery.
He did.
He did.
You're the mechanic?
He's the engineer.
Appreciate it.
And like we said, here you can see some more information. This is where they would have the baggage door. It's not yet cut out, it's just printed on there. And lots of mounts for cameras, GoPro cameras. And when the aircraft goes into a stall, then this will be disrupted because the air coming back here would be disturbed. It's no longer clean. It doesn't have any laminar flow. So they put this on there, and then they can fly. When it gets distorted, then you can know that that's the stall speed. All of this is part of the aircraft certification.